Happy International Women's Day! And the theme for this year is all women and girls' rights, equality and empowerment. I'm so happy that I'm a woman because everything about life started from a woman. Every man was born by a woman. And so I'm so grateful to be part of that race that has brought life, because I'm a womb man. I've brought life to this world and I'm part of creativity, and I'm excited about that. Today we're talking about how the workplace environments impact the mental and emotional well-being of women. I went for an event, and it was an event talking about how women needed to be included in politics. And if there were 360 people in parliament, you had 13 women, for example. And the following year it became 8 women, and then the following year it became 4 women. Those are some of the statistics that they reeled out. And you could hear some men say, first of all, the first 6 speakers at the women's event were men, and then they only gave one woman the opportunity to speak, which was very weird to us because we kept on thinking it's a women's organization. So why are we not listening to other women come to push us to come out? And I was saying this to one of my friends that, look, we're not actually touching the challenges of what women and why women are not coming out, because it's not that we don't have professionals and we don't have capable, credible women who have the integrity and they have the values and are able to do the work. What it is that we're not coming out, inclusive of myself. And when I was asking myself this question that, okay, so why have I not come out? And my answer to myself is this: politics has been portrayed to be a dirty business. Politics has been portrayed to be a place for dog eat dog. Politics has been shown to be a place where you've got to be ready to do anything to achieve something. There's so much competitiveness. There's so much violence. Some people have died from it. You hear all kinds of traditionalists saying all kinds of things. They go to see all kinds of religion leaders, plus pastors, plus imams, or herbalists, as we call them. Just because we want to get into politics, once again, like I say, people have lost their lives. Abiola, after a while, to die. Different things have happened. So you're asking yourself, why do I want to get involved with dirty stuff? Even when my husband started hanging out with some politicians, I warned him that, please, I did not send you a message, that this business is dirty business. So me that I have children at home, would I go and put my head in something that is dangerous? The answer is no. So how do we then start to give politics a reformed look? Let me put it that way. And I'm using politics because it's like the workplace. You want to go to work. It's a place where women go to work. And it does affect and impact our mental and emotional well-being as women. So when you start to think of, if I go there, I've spoken to some women who veered into politics. Half of them will tell you that all the men want to sleep with them, starting from the governors down or the presidents down, because they say, if you don't sleep with me, then you will not be loyal to me. So you have that. Some are saying, the kind of things that they've asked them to do, they can't do it. It's more than their conscience is able to allow. So when you hear some of this, the men are also doing it. So it's not just a woman's thing, but men are more brave. Let me put it that way. Men used to go to war. Men used to go to hunt. So they're the ones that go out, whilst women used to stay at home and look after the children and look after the home and all those things. Having said that, times have morphed, isn't it? Because everybody is now in the marketplace. Everybody is in the workplace, right? So it's no longer you go, I stay, as the case is. But what are some of the things for me as a woman that will make me not come out? Those are some of the reasons why. And nobody is touching it. And there are other reasons, of course. There are other things. It's very expensive. I've seen more men bring out their money to give other men. I've not seen that many men bring out their money to give women. And it's worse, I've seen less women bring out their money to support other women, right? And I'm not saying women don't support women. I'm just saying that it's harder for a woman to bring out her money for another woman. It's easier from what I've seen. And I wonder why. Because you see men sit down and they're talking business. They say that one is going to cost 2 billion naira. I will give you 2 billion naira. And then you sit down with women who have the same capacity and they don't do the same for themselves. So aside the fact that I don't believe that men are our problem, and some people will shoot me for this, but that's the truth. I believe that we are our own problem, because some of the things that we're going through as ourselves is a woman that is doing it to us. It's your mother-in-law that will come and be wicked to you. It's your sister-in-law that will come and be wicked to you. It's hardly your father-in-law that does that, or maybe some brothers might, or brother-in-laws, right? It's the same thing in the workplace. How safe is it for women to feel like, okay, they can come out and not feel threatened. They can come out and feel like they're a part of what's going on. And for me, it's so important to make the workplace and whatever space where you spend time with, especially predominantly, there's some kind of safety there for women. Because yes, we don't like to hear we're the softer vessel. Doesn't mean that we're not resilient and we're not strong, but physically, I mean, of course, some women have built themselves and they're bigger than Yokozuna, but they've had to go through a lot to be able to do that. It's not our natural makeup. God created us to be softer. God created us to be nurturing. God created us to be more accommodating. And God created us to have softer bodies, to be able to hug people, and give them love. Let me put it that way. So what are some things that we can do? We have to make sure that there's no gender bias. There are certain things that you also might have to forfeit to say that you want to compete with a man. A man will never go on maternity leave. They will never get pregnant. They will never have periods and hormones going all over the place. When you decide to go for certain jobs and you want to be at par with the men, they have a little bit of an advantage because the amount of times that you possibly could be away, they're not away. They can give 100%. Even if, yes, it also tells on their family. But I'm just saying that if you look at it from that point, then you can see that, okay, you might not be able to go par to par because we don't need to. Everybody comes with their beauty and everybody comes with their skills. However, if there's a credible woman for a job, a conversation then needs to be had to say, this is what this job entails. And the question is, would you be able to dedicate the time that it needs to the task and allow the woman first right of refusal? That's what I'm saying, right? So there has to be some kind of space for that. There has to be equal opportunities for everybody as long as you have the skills. Love and light. My name is Adiola.